Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our guest of honor, Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Crown Prince of Dubai. Thank you, Your Highness.
Global Teacher Prize goes to Nancy Atwell.
I've learned, and I'm still learning, how to make a school a place of happiness and wisdom.
También felicitar a la maestra Hanan Al-Hrub.
زملائي العشرة لنمسك يداً بيد وحدنا العالم في التعليم. نحن نوحد العالم في التعليم. To the best.
Maggie McDonald. Congratulations, Maggie.
This is for all the top 50s out there.
Teachers! Teachers!
Andrea Zafiraku.
Tonight, it's not about one person. It's about celebrating all the teachers and recognizing the important role they play in shaping the future for our children.
Your Highness, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Her Excellency Sarah bint Yusuf Al Amiri, Cabinet Member and Minister of State for Advanced Sciences for the UAE.
Assalamu alaikum. Good evening, Your Highness, Sheikh Hamdan Mohammed Al Maktoum, Crown Prince of Dubai, Sunny Varkey, Chairman of the Varkey Foundation, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests. It gives me a great pleasure to welcome you today to the Global Teacher Prize that honors the best teachers from all around the world. Teachers shape lives and mold our future. They are the invisible hand in society, and they can create great citizens of humanity. As many of us do, I have a story with a teacher who with a few words shaped my future. In the 8th grade, my Arabic teacher called me into the office and simply said, I checked your grades, I've spoken to your other teachers, and all of us agree. You are a good student, and that is the problem. Because you can be a great student. You have great potential, and you are destined for great things. And we are puzzled about why you are holding yourself back. That day, I learned my most valuable lesson from a great teacher who went above and beyond the call of duty. I learned that we are all our own worst enemies and that our limiting beliefs are what hold us back. Those words had a profound impact on my life. That moment elevated me. It expanded my horizons. It provided me with the foundations to dream great, to act upon those audacious dreams. It shed all of my insecurities. To my teacher, thank you. I am here today because of your words. This is what great teachers do. They provide a boundless canvas for dreams to be drawn on. Like great leaders, they understand the strengths of their students and tap into untapped potential. They extract it and give their students the opportunity to grow. To every teacher in my son's life, you are an integral part of my family. From a parent, thank you for all that you do for my son, Khalid. Thank you for every time he surprises me with an act of kindness, a thought, and a dream that I knew that you were a central part of. And I would also like to thank His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum for being a great teacher in leadership and for teaching us and showing us that impossible is not a word in our dictionary. And to Sunny Varkey and the Varkey Foundation, thank you for bringing teachers to the center stage with this award. And to all the teachers in the audience today, thank you for making the world a better place, one student at a time.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, a special message from Lord Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Your Highness, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I wish I could be with you in person for this beautiful celebration. I know you're in for a treat this evening because I've heard that tonight's show is as good as anything you'll see on the West End or on Broadway, so enjoy. When I first heard about the Global Teacher Prize, I thought it was a simple and wonderful way to help people see the important contribution that teachers make throughout the world. Both my parents were music teachers, and I saw firsthand the effort and skill involved in their work. It made me recognize that teachers deserve far more praise than they sometimes receive. So I am very glad that you 10 finalists have been recognized on the world stage for your dedication and your talent. To be on that stage, you have to have worked hard, improved the lives of many young people, and laid the groundwork for their future achievements. Today, as I fear we all know, education is under threat all over the world from funding shortages, lack of resources, and, importantly, too few teachers. This is particularly true in the case of music education, where many young people lack access to instruments, tuition, and opportunities to perform. Through my foundation and the Music in Secondary Schools Trust, we try to help supply some of those needs in the UK, but we can only do a little bit. So wherever you live in the world, if you are involved in education or you are in a position to make a difference, please consider supporting music tuition and musical life in schools. It creates well-rounded young people. It's not about turning them necessarily into musicians, great if they do, but it's about making them empowered, and music can empower them in all sorts of unexpected ways. With that thought, I hope 2019 will be an excellent year for you all and a great year for the Global Teacher Prize. I would like to extend my warmest congratulations to this year's 10 marvellous finalists and every inspiring teacher in the world. I offer my personal thanks to His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum for his continued patronage of the Global Teacher Prize. I would also like to thank Sunny Varkey and the Varkey Foundation for doing so much to support the work of teachers around the world. Thank you and good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, now to announce the 10 finalists for the 2019 Global Teacher Prize, Mr. Hugh Jackman.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my great pleasure to announce the top 10 finalists for the Global Teacher Prize for 2019. They are Andrew Moffat from the United Kingdom.
A big challenge for us is teaching our children that there are different people out there. There has been a sharp rise in racist and religious hate crime. This is a resource that helps schools teach children that we're all different, but actually, that's fantastic.
Daisy Mertens from the Netherlands.
You don't need computers or other resources. It's for free to listen to children. So that's what we want to achieve, that adults and children work together more, and then from the bottom up, you have ownership of your own future and you can create your own future.
Deborah Garofalo from Brazil.
Eu falei, olha, com esses materiais que vocês têm, nós vamos fazer robótica. Então, é um trabalho de criatividade, mas também de exercício do pensamento. A vida deles foi muito difícil até aqui. Graças à educação, ela foi transformada. Isso para mim é ser professora deles.
Hidekazu Shoto from Japan.
No Japanese. English only. Everyone okay? All right, let's go. I figured out that why not merge together English and information technology. I want to spread Minecraft project all over Japan. You guys are perfect.
Martin Salvetti from Argentina.
La radio del industrial de Temperley.
No tomo la radio como que ellos tienen que ser periodistas. Tomo la radio como una herramienta educativa. Tener la responsabilidad de trabajar pensando en los chicos, porque los chicos son el futuro. Pienso que lo mejor no llegó todavía, que está por venir.
Melissa Salguero from the United States.
My students, they helped pick me up. They came to me with lyrics, and I said, I have to give this a voice. My students open up to me, and it's so important that you just listen. My kids deserve to be seen and heard, and I love them.
Peter Tabishi from Kenya.
I just want to have a positive impact, not only in my country, even the whole of Africa. Caring for people is in my heart. We need peace in our communities. We need peace in our world. To be a great teacher, you have to do more and talk less.
Swarup Rawal from India.
The teacher is the one who makes a huge difference in the children's self-esteem. In one village of Gujarat, all the girls took a vow never to get married till they were 18. I want my children to be equipped with life skills that not only make them resilient, but emotionally empowered.
Vladimir Apgazaba from Georgia.
სკოლა არის ერთ-ერთი ჩვენს სოფელში ერთ-ერთი ნათელი წერტილი არის ნამდვილად ჩვენი სკოლა, იმიტომ ყველას უყვარს ჩვენ მოსწავლეებს, უყვარს ჩვენ სკოლაში მოსვლა. მნიშვნელოვანია რომ იბრძოლო ამ თავისუფლებისთვის. შემდეგ სხვასაც გადასცეს ეს თავისუფლება და სხვასაც
Yasadai Selvakumaran from Australia.
I absolutely love my job, working with students for them to understand the world and their place in it. We are constantly telling our students that it's not where they come from, it's where they're going to go. Whole communities and ultimately the world can be transformed through the way that we do things every day.
And I would like to give special thanks to His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Vice President and Prime Minister of the United Arab Emirates and ruler of Dubai, under whose continued patronage, the Global Teacher Prize has become a shining beacon for teachers around the world. I'd also like to thank Sunny Varkey and the Varkey Foundation for giving us such a powerful celebration of the work of teachers and their commitment to education throughout the world. Since the launch of the Global Teacher Prize in Dubai, UAE, just 5 years ago, it has gone on to inspire over 30 national teacher prizes, unearthing thousands of stories of heroes that have transformed young people's lives. Ladies and gentlemen, have a fantastic night. Best of luck to the 10 finalists. I really wish I could be with you there in person tonight. You know what? I'm going to say it.
I've hosted quite a few award ceremonies in my time, but it's the greatest privilege to be able to celebrate the work of teachers, not just you guys here, but teachers around the globe. There is no job that is more important. And tonight gives us a chance to thank those who don't get thanked enough for doing such an incredible job. So, not a lot of people know this, but when I was 18, I left high school, and at my school they had a program where 2 students had the chance to go to London to work as a member of staff in London. I was from Australia, it was a big deal. They sent 2 of us. We each had 6 months at the school, and that's where I really learned what it meant to be a teacher. I mean, I was just a teacher's assistant, but to watch how hard teachers work every single day, the hours of preparation just to put into a 1-hour class, the service, the care they took for each and every student, it was humbling. And I, of course, did not go into teaching, but the other gentleman who actually was in the school for the other 6 months, he went into teaching. And this is a coincidence, but he ended up becoming 2 years ago a top 50 finalist in the Varkey Foundation, and he happens to be here tonight, Mr. Cameron Patterson. Yeah, stand up, Patto. Patto, don't worry, mate, I won't tell any war stories. It's okay. You can relax. But if it weren't for the teachers in my life, I wouldn't be standing on this stage today. Teachers, they cajole you, they push you, they encourage you, they pick you off the floor when you literally can't get up. They inspire you. And if it wasn't for these 10 finalists here on this stage tonight, none of us would be in this room. Your Highness, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, we put on a show that I hope you enjoyed, but I think we'll all agree the real stars on stage tonight are these 10 teachers. Now, only one of you, unfortunately, is actually going to be holding that trophy in about 10 minutes, 5 minutes from now. But I think we can all agree that all of you are winners here tonight. Every single one of you. You have all achieved beyond measure. You have given from your hearts tirelessly for years and years to each and every kid that's come into your care. You have showed passion, you've showed dedication, you have showed love, and it's an inspiration to all of us. A lot of you working in places where life is very, very tough, but you teach young people how to stand center stage in their own life story. All of you and every dedicated teacher around the world is shaping the next generation. Andrew, you look great, mate, in the tux, the bow tie. You teach kids to be proud of where they come from, at the same time to be tolerant and to be accepting of people who may look different, who may believe in different things, who may come from different places. Daisy, you said something in your video that really touched me. You said all of us have scars, but let's not be defined by the past in our lives. Let's be defined by where we are going. And you shared a story that you'd had a tough upbringing, but school was a safe haven for you, and you've gone on to dedicate your life to making sure school is a safe haven for each and every kid that comes into your care. It's amazing. Deborah from São Paulo, in Brazil. Deborah, don't cry yet. We've got a long way to go. It's okay. You are incredible. You work in an area which is difficult for some. A lot of those kids have really, really difficult lives, but you teach them to look beyond, to the whole globe, to take care of this planet. At the same time, you show them that it's important to connect locally, to connect to their community, and no matter what they're going through, you take care of each and every one as though they're your own. It's amazing. Hidekazu, konbanwa. Konbanwa. Hidekazu, you teach foreign languages to students. When you were young, your parents didn't have the funds for you to be able to travel abroad. So now as a teacher, you make sure no matter what situation kids are coming from, you make it not only possible for them to learn the language that you're offering, you make it fun. You make it fun. You use computer games, you use robots. I wish you were my teacher when I was learning French for 3 years. It really, all I've learned is croissant. It's really not very helpful. But honestly, it's amazing what you do. Martin, you taught me a new word tonight. Faccia. Faccia. Faccia means elegante. You are the essence of elegance, my friend. In your school, 20 years ago, you created a radio station. So you made sure that the kids could find voice, that they could campaign about things that was really important to them. On top of that, you decided to start a program where you taught the kids how to fix motorcycles. And on top of that, you said, once you fix a motorcycle, we're going to deliver them to the poorest of the poor in our communities, so the people who are still with a horse and a cart can now have a motorcycle. You're a hero. Really, congratulations. Melissa, I know you're going to cry. It's okay. Let's just stay here. Just hug it out. Melissa, you teach music, which is obviously dear to my heart. Music is everybody's joy, whether you're talented or not. And so that's the approach. You're going to make me cry. Stop it. You make sure that any kid comes to you and says, I want to be in the band, miss, they're in the band. If they haven't been to one practice and the concert is on that night, you say, you're in the band, no problem. When you arrived at the school, there was not one musical instrument. You now, even despite the school being broken into all those years ago and every instrument being stolen, you have raised over $200,000 to make sure that every kid for the future of that school will be able to play an instrument. Peter, I love your story, Peter. From Kenya, was working at a private school and decided to leave that private school to give his talents to children who were not getting the same level of education that we're getting at the private school. This particular area he worked in had suffered under very severe conflict in 2007. It was very violent. Many of those kids were traumatized, families were traumatized. You started a peace club. I knew I was going to outrun the music. Sorry, guys. It's Melissa's fault. It's not my fault. I'm sorry. Yeah, let's just play it again. That's okay. Sorry. You started a peace club. You also teach the adults, if they want to learn anything about agriculture, whatever it is. You started a science club. And the kids who worked with you with hardly any materials went on to win the major prize in Africa for the best science prize. That was because of you, Peter. Not only that, Peter donates 80% of his salary back to the community. Not only that, Peter shared with me last night that up until yesterday, he'd never been on a plane in his life, and you've arrived in a country that feels like you're in heaven on another planet. Swarup. We have something in common. We worked in the movies. However, you made the wise decision to get out of it. At age 37, one of the biggest Bollywood stars, she had been Miss India, but really what she wanted to do was teach. So at age 37, she left and has been teaching thousands upon thousands of kids through drama about themselves, really. You connect to every single child. You travel India, you give, you teach them how to tell stories, and you teach them to connect to yourself. It's extraordinary. Vladimir, when I saw the video about you and the smile you have on your face every single day and how you create a safe space for those kids to be able to talk about whatever's going on in their life it's in Georgia, what's it, Chatia? What's the name of your town? The town?
Town.
Oh, I'm sorry. My Georgian is really bad. I'm sorry. Don't worry. It's a lot to take in. But you must watch this video to see how these kids are not just going to school, they are thriving at school. And on top of that, he looks after 8 orphans at home. Yesterday, we have 2 things in common. We're both Aussies, and both our sets of parents emigrated to Australia. Yours came from a very difficult situation in Sri Lanka. They fled violence at the time. And you arrived and felt so grateful of the opportunities that you'd had growing up in Australia that you dedicated your life to serving particularly communities of migrants and refugees, making sure that they have all the opportunities that you were given when coming to Australia. It's extraordinary. You all teach us so many lessons. So many important lessons. Most of all, you teach us how to give life to our dreams. So tonight, on behalf of the world's students, and on behalf of anyone, anywhere around the world that cares about our future, we say thank you. Please. So are you ready? All right. Okay, guys, here it is. Your Highness, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the time has come. The winner of the Global Teacher Prize for 2019 is Peter Tabachi. Congratulations, Peter. I would now like to invite His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum and Mr. Sunny Vaki to the stage to present the trophy to the winner. Thank you. Thank you, Your Highness, and Sunny, for your continued support of the teaching profession. And may I kindly, group photo, terrific. Thank you so much. Thank you, Your Highness. Thank you, Mr. Vaki. Now, stay. No. Stay up here. Stay up here, Andrew. It's okay. Stay up here with Peter. I'm sure he wants your support. So, Peter, congratulations. Before I give you this microphone to say a few words, I have a surprise for you. We have a very special video message just for you, if you have a look up on the screen.
On behalf of all Kenyans, let me congratulate you on winning the Global Teacher Prize for this year. You are a shining example of what the human spirit can achieve, not just for Kenya, not just for Africa, but for the world. Peter, you chose to teach in a remote part of Kenya. Keriko Mixed Day Secondary School. And you chose to transform lives in such situations, a choice that I'm sure was difficult. You give me faith that Africa's best days are ahead of us, and your story will light the way for all future generations. Your Highness, Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, your support for the teaching profession and your continued patronage of the Global Teacher Prize is changing the lives of many teachers and children around the world. I also recognize the contribution of Mr. Sunny Vaki the Varkey Foundation, and all those who have made this celebration possible, your commitment to education throughout the world is commendable. To all our finalists, and to each and every dedicated teacher around the world, let me say, the future of our planet, the future of our young people is in your hands. And we will support you in achieving this noble goal. Congratulations to all, and especially to you, Peter. Thank you.
Congratulations, Peter. Your Highness, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, we would now like to hear a few words from the winner of the 2019 Global Teacher Prize, Peter Tabichi.
Thanks so much. Thanks so much. I didn't expect this. It is a surprise, a great surprise, not just for me, not just for Kenya, not just for Africa, for the whole world. This shows that teachers matter. Teachers matter. Teaching is a noble profession. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Vice President and Prime Minister of UAE and the ruler of Dubai, Sani Faki, the founder of the Faki Foundation, ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased, honored, and humbled to be awarded the Global Teacher Prize. I appreciate this great recognition on behalf of all the hardworking teachers throughout the world. I salute all the Global Teacher Prize nominees, all my friends here, present and the other years, and all the other teachers who have transformed and are still transforming the lives of learners and that of the society in different ways. In a special way, let me recognize the FAC Foundation team for this wonderful initiative. I also must appreciate my fellow Franciscan brothers and everyone who supported, nominated, or inspired me in one way or another. Very special thanks to my school, Kariko Secondary School, including my principal, Mr. Daniel Mwareri, who is here with us. Fellow teachers, very dedicated teachers that all the time we work together closely. Support staff, parents, students for their enormous support. My thanks also goes to the Teacher Service Commission of Kenya for their great support. Kindly allow me to share my story. I was raised in a family of teachers in Mokorongosi village, which is within Gusii Land, Kenya, Africa. Growing up, we faced many challenges. I lost my mother at the age of 11. After this, my father, a primary school teacher, had to do everything for the sake of the family, including preparing meals, educating us, At times I could just sympathize with him. Could just ask him, should I just assist you to prepare the meals? Educating us, and most importantly, which has just came to reflect just the other day that it was the most important thing. Most importantly, instilling moral and Christian values in us. Very strong Christian, and that's why I find myself to be a brother for the sake of the community and the world at large. He taught us to be hardworking, humble, God-fearing, generous, selfless, and resilient. Ladies and gentlemen, my father, Mr. Lawrence Tabichi Nyanga, my father, Mr. Lawrence Tabichi Nyanga, is with us today. Papa, please stand up. He has been an energetic man all through. He's still old, but not old, very strong. Does much. I appreciate him. Thanks so much. Thanks so much. He did marvelous. He did great work. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let us recognize him and all those who have some before us. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, Keriko Secondary School is situated in Pwani Village, Nakuru County, Kenya, in Africa. It is located in a remote, semi-arid part of Kenya, Rift Valley. Here students struggle to learn in a resource-constrained environment and come from diverse cultural, religious, and needy backgrounds. I was moved by the difficult situation of the needy people in Pwani Village and felt like I could offer some help. So I decided to stretch and show love to this wonderful community through teaching. When I joined the school, I met a community of dedicated and hardworking teachers, students, and other stakeholders. We work together to focus on finding solutions to many challenges. We have so far succeeded in uniting the school and the local community by introducing the Peace Club. We have inspired students to participate in talent nurturing club and science club to create an opportunity for them to explore and express their talents and abilities. I must say, I am very excited that the majority of the students who have been shining in most of these activities are girls. This is great. As we seek to get more girls focused on STEM subjects. Ladies and gentlemen, the value of a teacher cannot be measured in terms of the monthly salary. What matters is the passion and dedication with which we serve our learners. Because if we were to be paid, it will be in terms of millions. We do great work. Let every learner appreciate the fact that everyone was born for a reason and that failures are a part of life. If you don't fail, you don't learn. And if you don't learn, you will never change. And that challenges and failures make us strong people. Through them, we become creative in the process of trying to find solutions. Let us always remember, when you promote education, You are empowering the society and changing the world for the better. Thank you so much, and may God bless you. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the world that these kids and kids like them all around the world are going to make because of the teachers of the world. Will you please give these kids a massive round of applause? Come on in, guys. Yes, come on in. His Highness, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much to the teachers of the world, and particularly our finalists. Congratulations, thank you so much to the Barkey Foundation. What do we say, kids?